Hi everyone, today I'm going to be showing you how to get the look of Devin Sola from the band Motionless in White. And that was requested by my Disney loving goth Twitter buddy Alexandra. So yeah, I hope you enjoy. Now I have already actually done a Devin Sola look on YouTube, which you can watch here, and I got lots of lovely comments about it, so thank you very much, which I was quite surprised about because it was a complete wing it. I didn't really know what I was doing, but yeah, you can watch that if you want to. Hopefully this one's going to be a bit different to the one I've done. I think this is going to be based on his more recent look, where he's got a black and white hair. I couldn't do the black and white hair, but what I've done with my hair is I've washed it with a bit of baking soda to make it a bit matte, and I've tied it up in tight plaits and just let it loose, so it's got a sort of frizzy look that he has. Now it's quite hard to know the colours with Devin Sola because his pictures are often in black and white or quite a seepy tones, so it's quite hard to know the exact colours, and it often looks completely monochrome, black and white. I'm going to pale myself up, and he often looks white in his face, but I'm going to use a Smithy's water-based white colour, which I'm going to lightly apply that all over, because I don't want my face to look completely white. I just want to make it look very, very pale, but not quite white. So you may have seen me use Blanc de Clown by Snazaroo. That's like a pure white paint, which is what I don't really want with this look. I just want to make my skin look a little bit paler. On there, my brush still has a bit of blue in it for my Sonic.exe look. What I'm going to do is gradually, because this is water, it will sort of seep in, but all the highlight bits of my face, I'm going to intensify that white a bit more. So I use a crown brush to pop that on there. I'm going to take a Real Techniques buffing brush and just work that in. And I might touch it up a bit later, but as long as I've got the base more or less on there. Now there is a theme with Devin Sola's look, and he does kind of tweak it around a little bit, but the one thing he always keeps the same, from what I can see, is his eyebrows. It's like a very cartoony black straight line, and I'm going to use, because my Clinique's run out, I'm going to use a new product, Rimmel Black. It's brand new. So I'm going to take a Louise Young angle brush, which is the thinnest angle brush I have, and I'm going to go over my natural brow. Oh, that's nice and intense, I like that. Now I know they always say that annoying phrase of brows are sisters, not twins. I don't know why that annoys me, but I mean, it is true, your brows are not natural either, but because these are black and quite cartoony, you kind of need to get them as even as you can, and it's going to be, I mean, I don't think I'll be able to do it. And the one thing I would say is he has a very straight line at the base there. Like that. Gothic Scouse look, anyone? Yeah, I know I haven't got the eyebrows even, but I'm giving myself a little excuse here, because I'm going to be going dark in the inner corner here with some eyeshadow. Hopefully it will disguise that. What I will say is, and I've probably gone a little bit thicker than what Devin Sola does, because my eyebrows are quite thick. What I will say is make sure it's nice and smooth, like a cartoon line, and the inside come in quite a way, because the eyeshadow comes in quite some way. That's what I would say. Now, as I said before, there are not many colour photos of Devin that I could find. Ones I could find, I noticed that he likes to use, colour scheme wise, he likes to use blues, purples and reds. So I'm going to use maybe a selection of all three, I don't know. I'm going to start off with red. I'm going to do like a red eye. I'm going to use red as my base on my eye. And I'm going to use pencil. This is Gash by Urban Decay, and it is a lip pencil, and I'm going to use it on the eyes. I often use this colour if I want to do a goth look in my eyes. It's like a, I don't know, it just works with black very well, I think, and it helps to bring out blue eyes. I'm going to go right underneath the eye here. I would suggest if you have blue eyes, use a red. Green eyes, use purple, and if you have brown eyes, use blue. That's what I would suggest. And then I'm gonna get that all blended downwards. So just keep working at it until you're happy with it, and don't be afraid to bring it right down. I think Devin brings it right almost down to his cheekbones sometimes, so don't be afraid to do that. In fact, I'll show you. I think my favourite eye look I saw of him was I don't know if you can see that. It's like a kind of blue, almost like Marilyn Manson look. But I think my last Devin Sola one was a blue eye, so I'm gonna stay away from blue eye. But I think that was my favourite one I saw of him. Next, I'm gonna use another base colour, and this is brown. It's called Quite Natural by MAC, and you guys know that I love this. Right, I'm gonna work on the eye again, and still bring it out, but not quite as far as the red. So I'm gonna layer it. I mean, you can by all means just whack on some black, and to be honest, I think Devin Sola does do that sometimes, just whack on some black eyeshadow. But I'm doing this just to create some depth, make it look a little bit more less Taylor Momsen. And next colour, I'm going to use a grey. This is Seen by MAC. And onto the lid you go, and onto that corner there. Now personally, if you just add a dark lip now, I think that look would be fine for it, and just add some mascara as well, and a dark lip. That look would be fine for a gothic look. Because of doing Devin Sola, I can't not use any black eyeshadow, can I? Gonna do the black eyeshadow a bit later. I'm going to do some contour next, some Devin Sola contour. Now I was contemplating whether to use a blue or a purple for this, but I think I'm going to use a blue. I'm going to use Estee Lauder, classy, Blue Velvet, which is like a cream colour. It's like a dark blue, and I'm going to take this to contour this part here, the sort of furrow of my forehead, and it's quite not neat, but intentionally not neat. I'm just popping on some contour, which is the Seen. I'm going to use the Seen eyeshadow I used before on the eyes, and you want this contour to be very, very not neat, like very, very hatchy. I've got a black Super Shock liner by Avon. I'm going to get it into the waterline. Now time for the black. I'm going to use my Sugar Pill Bulletproof. And I'm going to dab that onto the lid. And underneath as well. I use the MAC 239 to apply that. With the MAC 217, I'm going to, ignoring the lid because I want that to stay quite intense, I'm going to go around the edge and work that black. And then onto the black liner. And same again, but just really concentrate this on the lid. Mascara. Don't think Devin wears any falsies. I mean, the makeup's so dark, it's hard to tell anyway. I'm just using the Go Extreme Leather Black from Maybelline, I think. Yeah. I'm going to use a lip pencil. I'm going to use Stone. It's like a dark grey with no red in it. I'm going to overline those, and then for a dark lippy, I'm going to use Kittenish by MAC. It's like a dark maroon red. And then I'm going to take some black what's left on my brush and do it at the corner of the mouth. I'm going to take this right into there. Now I know that Devin likes to wear black clothing, like literally up to there, and I don't have any polar necks, so I'm going to paint my neck black. And just using Snazaroo black. Now I'm going to do all the cuts and scratches that Devin Sola has. You can use black, red, brown, doesn't really matter. I'm going to use a kind of a mixture of both. I'm going to start off with a red pencil. This is all been by MAC, which is probably the closest to sort of blood colour, I think. And just sort of stick those on in sort of random places, and it doesn't really matter where you really stick them. He has them all over the place. I think my last look I did them across the lips. What I'm going to do is actually going to extend that out. And sorry, I'm just looking at the some picture references. Yeah, it's when it comes across it. And then with the black, just going to go over like some of them. Just bring out the depth a wee bit more. Oh, for feck's sake, the sun's come out. Mug off. I'm not meant to like sun. Okay, I'm going to go over my highlights now with that white face paint I used at the beginning, if I can find it. So I'm sorry about the lighting, it's like that annoying stage where it's sort of semi-setting and it kind of goes at an angle and hits all the mirrors and it all bounces off. But hopefully it's okay. I've closed a couple of curtains, so hopefully it's okay. So yeah, this has been my Devin Sola inspired tutorial. Hope you have enjoyed. It's kind of loosely based on, I think, Cruella de Vil, like the hair, and that puppet from that new film. I don't know if it's that new, but I think it's called Dead Silence. It's by the guys who did Saw, I think. It's kind of got like a creepy puppet in it. I've just seen a couple of photos of Devin holding a puppet very similar to it, so I think that's what it's based on. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all soon. Bye everyone.